Right, guy. First of all, some motivation and member wins. And I love that you are here, Michael, because I actually used your image from like your success story from last week's in here. So everyone, Michael in here. This is the guy that I've been working with for a one-on-one for the past few weeks, months. He's been just got back from his holiday, but during his holiday, he had his channel explode and it got over 1 million views. First month of being monetized, and he made over $3,000 with it. Michael, since you were here, if there's anything you want to say about it, I would love you to give the group some motivation on how you got there, what happened, and how you're feeling about it.
Yeah, sure. I actually started YouTube, about a year ago. I took on YouTube monetization, and then started working on some videos, and it took me a while. I did about probably 20 videos before I started posting them. I actually started posting them February. So it took about 7 months and a little over 7.
We lost you there, Michael. Is your microphone still attached?
Let me see. Hang on.
I can hear you now again. I can hear you now again.
Yeah. Sorry, I had a call coming through. But anyway, after about a little over 40 videos in about 7 months, I finally got it monetized. The thing that I noticed was, like I said, I got to the point where I was 3/4 of the way monetized. And I just wanted to get it monetized just to get it over with. So, and it seemed like that took forever. And then when it finally happened, I remember I was clicking and, I was like, gee, finally I got it. And then for some reason, one of my videos, I don't know, somebody keeps calling me. One of my videos just started to take off. And it was a video I made months ago. I don't even remember much about making it. I did all my own videos myself. I made most of my videos on Pictory using stock footage and things like that. And, I could tell it was just going up, but I think the thing that got it going was I started making better videos in terms of I started paying attention to my transitions, sound effects, things like that, by modeling other successful videos and looking in the comment section for videos that I was kind of mirroring to see what was missing from them. Like people would say, if it was if you were doing a cooking thing, well, what's the recipe for this, or what's the quantity or something, whatever it might be, the little details, and try to add that to my video. And then what I noticed is when I was looking at, I call it the first three, which is the viewers, the amount of viewers, the click-through rate, and the view duration. I wanted to get those 3 green arrows on YouTube when you just get to your first page. And that started happening with a number of videos. And I think that's what kind of made YouTube kind of pick up the algorithm. And then that one video just kind of took off and went viral. And now it's over 1 million views. So that was my first month being monetized. But I guess the only thing I could say to, I don't feel like I did anything outstanding. I feel like there was a lot of luck involved in it too. But the big thing I can say is I got discouraged a lot of times. I was making videos and I felt like this is just going nowhere. I might get a few hundred views. I might get a few thousand. I had some other videos that got up to like 29,000 views. But most of the time it was like you put something out and it just seemed like this is just going nowhere. And everybody just gives you the advice and says, hey, just make better videos. And I felt frustrated because I was like, yeah, but I could make better videos. But if YouTube doesn't show them to anybody, what difference does it make?
Yeah,
but exactly. I just I hung in there. So the only piece of advice I can give is just keep, doing what you're doing. I mean, obviously you get to a point, I agree with you, that after a few months, if you kind of see things aren't going very well, then obviously you've got to do something different. But in my case, I was just like, I was too involved. I put too much work in. I said, I'm not going to quit, even though I felt like it many a time. And I just said, hey, and that's the thing I can tell you is you just never know. That one video you make, like I said, mine was months ago. You may not think much of it. That might be a video that brings you quite a bit of success and views. So you just never know. That one video that you're making or that you haven't made yet could be the one that's going to help elevate your channel. So I don't know if that helps anybody, but hopefully that's...
Yeah, man. Thanks for sharing. I love it. And yeah, they often say like one video can make the whole change in your channel, right? Like you're one video away, basically. And that's true, because when we started working, you had that channel, and we agreed on like, okay, let's just keep it running, maybe upload a couple more videos, try to add more value to the market there, but let's continue with the next channel. But then all of a sudden this older video just takes off and elevates your whole channel to the moon, basically, right?
Right.
And I think a lot of people can learn from that, because if it was easy, everyone would do it, you know? You need to have patience. You need to be in the game for a while. You need to understand the rules of the game, like how everything works. And you just need to start uploading videos. And if something doesn't work, okay, at one point, yes, you can be like, I'm going to kill it. But if you really have trust in your channel, of course, you can keep on going. But yeah, the power of these evergreen videos, where videos from months ago just pop off all of a sudden, that's great, right?
Yep, definitely.
Does it still have some momentum now, Michael? How is it looking now?
Yeah, it still has momentum. It's still growing. Some of my other videos taken off a little bit, not as much. I mean, I'm starting, and again, I haven't posted anything in the last month. So, you know, like I said, that channel was, I felt like it was just, I felt kind of, I picked a saturated niche. It was in the health niche. And I just felt it was very competitive, which it is. So, I mean, that makes it difficult. That doesn't mean you can't do anything, but,
Yeah.
and I was just kind of like, but I was so close to monetization. I'm like, I'll just do it just to get over that, just for the goal. I never dreamt that any video would just start taking off. But as soon as I saw the graph and I could see it was going almost straight up, I knew that one particular video was gonna be a viral. So I was like, hey, that's great. I'll take it. So now I'm kind of like, well, obviously I got to make, now that I got more subscribers, that was the hardest thing. Just getting those 4,000 watch hours. It seemed like it took forever just to get that, you know, the
initial traction.
Yeah. And then once I got it, it's like, it worked, you know, it kind of took off. But as far as somebody's asking, I'm looking at the chats. Somebody's asking about what I use for video production, script, voiceover. Initially, I started doing my own scripts, my own research. I tried using Fiverr and tried using Upwork. I didn't really have much success. I wasn't real impressed with it. So I kind of did my own research, just kind of doing it. It took a long time. I used Storyblocks. I edited it myself using iMovie, which is a free application on the Mac. So I did that for my first few videos. Then eventually I did start using AI, ChatGPT, to help with my scripts. But then again, you can't rely just totally on that. You got to do some research yourself and try to have some knowledge of the subject, because ChatGPT can give you some incorrect information. You know, Copyscape to make sure there's no plagiarism or things like that, or anything that's going to get a hit. And then I used Pictory for editing, and I know Casper's not a real fan of it. For me, it's not very intuitive as far as the AI part goes, but for me it was faster because I could just find clips and load them all at once, instead of having to download clips, put them in a folder, and then put them in a sequence and edit them in iMovie. And then even after I was done with Pictory, I would take and I would add sound effects and some different transitions that Pictory didn't have in iMovie afterwards to finish out the video. Did my own voiceovers, that kind of thing as well too. So
awesome. Yeah, the hard work paid off, man. The hard work definitely paid off. And I think that's an important lesson for anyone in this group, because there is some people that do not have the initial like money, budget, cash flow to invest in running a team from the start, right? But you can learn all these skills yourself, and with some AI tools, you can really like easily make these scripts and the voiceovers and the thumbnails and even the video editing with Pictory, depending on what kind of a channel you are running. But if you are like low on money and cannot invest in a team, there's two options. Or you do it yourself, right? You start creating scripts, voiceovers, and everything yourself, and you start a channel you're running your own channel. But you can also learn the skills, so the script writing, the voice acting, the video editing, or the thumbnail design, and sell it as a freelancer too, you know, because that does guarantee you money. But like, you will have to be a bit creative if you are potentially low on cash, or you don't want to spend the money on hiring a team or something before you get monetized. So there's options, but you will have to work for it. And like Michael said, like he was working on this for like 6-7 months. So just goes to show, like, if you want to make something like this work, you gotta gotta put the time and the effort, and you become like acquire mastery in your specific field, right? But it's not gonna come like from itself. You maybe can get lucky on your first channel, but that you don't want to be counting on that, right? And then again, like for a lot of people, like Michael with this one channel now made an extra like over $3,000 this month. It's life changing, right? Like you can either use it yourself and like just double your paycheck, or you can like reinvest it into your channel, make more better videos, and build out your business even more. What is like your plan right now, Michael? Now that this video took off and you made some good money from it, do you have a plan for the coming weeks and months?
Yeah, I do. I mean, like I said, initially I'm looking to do some other channels, some things I discussed with you on the coaching program that might have a higher viewership, might be able to get more views. So I've done niche research into different niches. Like I said, this channel, I'm just being honest, I was kind of fed up with it. I felt like I put a lot of work into it, and it was just kind of dragging along. I said, I just want to get it monetized, because it just stood there at like 3/4 monetization for a while. But then after it did, and I just think it was luck. This video took off. And now, of course, I've got more subscribers. Now I got an audience. So now I'm going to try to contribute more videos to that particular channel too, to try to obviously, keep that going. And, but I'm going to have to obviously do some outsourcing and things like that. So I want to try to make a few videos on my own in some different niches, just to kind of test the waters. And then, because the only way you can scale, you only got, just like everybody else, you only got 24 hours in a day, and you got to sleep sometime. And I spent lots of time, early into the morning, just to finish a video right before the deadline. So it's exhausting. And so that's my plan. Is, like I said, now that I kind of have a more active audience with this particular channel, I'm going to continue to make some videos and see how it goes. But at the same time, I want to pursue at least 2 other possible channels that I'm looking at. So.
Awesome. Yes. Just scale it up, right? Once it's proven, once it's running, once it's working, then you want to scale it up. What I would really advise you to do is look at the specific videos on your channel that did very good, that like took off, and then see if you like can go to the analytics there and see if it's from browse and suggested, or like mostly from suggested, which other channels or videos suggested your video. Look what these channels are doing, what kind of videos they make, which videos are suggesting your current viral video, and then make very high quality videos related to that. So double down on the topic that worked, and really look what these viewers, like this audience, who this audience is and what they want to see from you. Because once you get that initial traction, and now you haven't uploaded for a while, right? So if you come out with like a shit video now, you lost them, right? So you really want to come out with a high quality video that relates to the topic that went viral and that all these subscribers are expecting from you. And then hopefully that next one gets really good traction too, and you can still ride that momentum wave, and the channel just grows and grows bigger every single upload you do. Yeah, definitely. Appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah. Michael, good. Congrats on your success. It's so awesome. I'm very glad that you're here and that you had a little motivational talk about how it's looking now. And I think everyone here appreciated it too. Alan, I hope your question also got answered about how Michael made his videos.